So Vijender Gupta there alleging that Aam Aadmi Party is a party of the anarchists and that is why their supporters are throwing money around. Joining me now is Dr. Ijaz Ilmi, he is a member of the BJP. Also with me is Javed Ansari, our executive editor. Javed, here is a party that actually is asking for money, selfies with Arvind Kejriwal, lunches and dinners with Arvind Kejriwal, transparent donation. Transparent way of throwing money around, but action has been taken?
Well, certainly you have to give them this much of credit that at least they've taken action. Perhaps it's been prompted by the fact that in a few days from now, Delhi will be going to polls and they need to be seen as acting acting decisively against this kind of behavior, because this otherwise would puncture the moral high ground that they've tried to adopt on such issues. But nonetheless, this is highly embarrassing what happened, and this is something that the Aam Aadmi Party could have done with us.
More than these pictures, Javed, should the Aam Aadmi Party be concerned about the election results? This was an assembly seat won by the Aam Aadmi Party candidate, but in the ward, they won only 1 of 8 seats.
Yes, certainly this is something to worry about. Perhaps the Aam Aadmi Party needs, this will drive home the point that they need to work, do a lot much more than, and it's not theirs for the taking. There is no denying the fact that this is a battle between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, and this is an election for the BJPs to lose. Unless something miraculous happens and the Aam Aadmi Party can turn the tables overnight, I don't see, I'd be very surprised if the BJP doesn't come out as being the #1 party.
Okay, but the allegation, Ijaz Ilmi, is that the BJP is rattled, and Ashutosh, Aam Aadmi Party convener for Delhi, the election in charge for the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, he was on headlines today, and Ashutosh made a point. He said it took the Prime Minister, 3 Chief Ministers and 300 MPs to get crowds for Delhi. The BJP clearly rattled by muffler man, as he said.
Not really. Delhi is a microcosm of all kinds of people from 28 different states who stay in the city. They come and aspire here, they live here, they make their dreams come true, they work very, very hard. So it is just showcasing what India is all about and Delhi is all about. So you have a Aam Aadmi Chief Minister in Devendra Fadnavis, you have a very common man in Raghuveer Das, who's the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. You have somebody like ML Khattar, who became the MLA for the first time. It just shows that the BJP believes in truly giving representation to the common man, to the common citizen, to the common worker who gets elected, and with a democratic setup. This is called Team India. This is the Indian spirit, and Delhi represents the Indian spirit.
Yes. You still haven't answered the question that Gaurav asked you. Are you worried about the Aam Aadmi factor, about the Kejriwal factor?
No, we are looking forward to this elections. Arvind Kejriwal, along with the combined might of the different factions of the Congress party, whether they support him or not. Okay. They were married earlier, they got divorced,
well, these
and there's impending marriage.
Live pictures coming in from the Central Election Commission's office. Let's listen in.
So ready? So welcome to my and this team's 10th press conference announcing the election dates. And of course, as part of the previous team, for me it is the 15th, for Mr. Brahma it's a little less, but for all of us it is the 10th such press conference. We have always had abundance of goodwill and friendliness from all of you in disseminating our election related practices and messages. So we take this opportunity to thank all of you on this occasion. Now we have met today in connection with the general election to the Legislative Assembly of NCT Delhi. You are aware of the dissolution of the erstwhile Legislative Assembly of NCT by Presidential Order dated 4th November 2014. Legally, the Commission as per the principle laid down by the Supreme Court of India, the Commission can take 6 months' time for holding next general election. No, however, since the dissolution order of the President will expire by 15th February 2014 2015, and in order to restore the mandate of the people as expeditiously as possible, Commission has decided to go in for elections where results will be known well before 15th February. In NCT of Delhi, there are a total of 70 assembly constituencies, of which 12 are reserved for SCs. The electoral roll, which has been finally published on 5th January 2015, has a total of 1.30 crore electors. Photo electoral rolls will be used for the conduct of the election. There are 11,763 polling stations in the NCT. For the facility of physically challenged persons, Commission has given instructions to all the DEOs and ROs to take steps to locate all the polling stations on ground floor of the building as far as practicable, and ramps shall be provided for the convenience of physically challenged persons. And electronic voting machines will be used in the forthcoming elections, and VVPAT will be used in 2 assembly constituencies. So the New Delhi Assembly Constituency and the Cantonment Assembly Constituency. As per the orders of the Supreme Court, nota facility shall be provided in all the electronic voting machines. Through you, we would like to bring to notice of prospective candidates that as per the orders of Supreme Court, all columns in the affidavits shall be filled by the candidates. If any column is left blank, the returning officer will bring it to the notice of the candidate by a notice, and in spite of that, if relevant columns are not filled, the nomination is liable for rejection. This is a very important requirement in the interests of information of the candidates. Information relating to candidates for the electorate. A photo voter slips will be issued by the officials of Election Commission at the doorstep of the voters. Law and order and deployment of forces, Commission has been from time to time reviewing law and order situation in the NCT, and all necessary action will be taken for deployment of state police, state armed police, and also central armed police to ensure free and fair elections. As has been the established practice as of now, observers, the general observers, then expenditure observers, micro observers, and police observers wherever needed, all categories of observers shall be deployed to keep a close watch over the election practices and ensure fair and free poll. Delhi being metropolitan area with scope for abundance of money power, the instructions of the Commission on expenditure monitoring. They are further reiterated, and all steps shall be taken for formation of flying squads, static surveillance teams, video surveillance teams involving the officers, top officials of income tax, state excise, etc., to ensure that inducement, any kind of inducement for the voters is checked, again to ensure free and fair polls. The Commission has been and will continue to mount efforts for sweep, systematic voters education and electoral participation in our endeavour to ensure massive and meaningful participation by voters in the election. And model polling stations shall also be set up in identified districts. In addition, the voter helplines, then voter facilitation centers, web and SMS based search facilities for assistance of voters will be introduced. We would like to make it known through this forum that the Commission expects all officials engaged in the conduct of elections to maintain utmost impartiality and neutrality and conduct the election in free and fair manner. The conduct of election officers will be under close scrutiny, and any deviant behavior shall be taken serious note of. The model code of conduct comes into effect with immediate effect in this instance. The Commission fixes schedule of election taking all relevant factors like climatic conditions, academic calendars, festivals, prevailing law and order situation, etc. And accordingly, we are now making the schedule, which will be forwarded to the Lieutenant Governor of NCT for issue of notification as per the schedule we are going to share with you. Date of notification is 14th January, that is Wednesday, the 14th January. Last date of making nomination is the 21st January, which is Wednesday again. Date of scrutiny is 22nd January, which is Thursday. Last date for withdrawal is 24th January, which is Saturday. Date of poll, the 7th February, Saturday. Date of counting, 10th February, Tuesday. Yeah, 10th February, Tuesday. Yeah, counting.
7 तारीख polling, 10 तारीख counting.
Counting. And
One day poll.
date before which election shall be completed, that is completion of election process, is 12th February. And simultaneously we have certain vacancies caused on account of various reasons like demise,
by-elections.
like demise of candidates or disqualification of candidates, etc. So we are also announcing scheduled for the by-elections for vacancies as of today. One, West Bengal parliamentary constituency, number 14, Bangaon.
Bangaon of
Bangaon.
Bengal. Bangaon.
Bangaon.
Indo-Bangladesh border.
Okay.
Bangaon, hai na?
Bangaon, SC constituency. So I will first tell names of the constituencies. After that the schedule. Okay. Next, vacancies for legislative assemblies. In Arunachal Pradesh, number 27, Liro Moba. It's a scheduled tribe constituency. Liro Moba. In Goa, number 11, Panaji. Then Tamil Nadu, 139, Srirangam. Then West Bengal Assembly, number 88, Krishnaganj, SC. Then Maharashtra, number 91, Mukked. Then Andhra Pradesh, 167, so Tirupati. All these by-elections. Schedule for by-elections will be as follows. Date of notification is 19th January, Monday. Last date of making nominations is 27th January, which is a Tuesday. Scrutiny of nominations on 28th January, which is Wednesday. Last date for withdrawal is 30th January, Friday. Date of poll is 13th February, which is Friday. A counting of votes on 16th February 2015, date before which election process shall be completed, is 18th February. These are the schedule, and model code of conduct will be limited to district in which constituency is situated as per the standing instructions of the commission. No, one by one we will go. By elections, okay. The date of poll is 13th February, Friday. Counting the 16th February, Monday. Okay.
Sir.
No, first Neeraj. Yeah, then
मल्टीपल वोटर्स और डुप्लीकेशन, जो वोटर्स का डुप्लीकेशन है वो कोर्ट में भी मामला चल रहा है और विभिन्न पार्टियों ने, कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी ने आपसे शिकायत भी की है। इस चुनौती से आप लोग कैसे निपटेंगे, क्योंकि दिल्ली के बारे में बार बार ये शिकायत आती है, ये चुनौती बहुत बड़ी है आप लोगों की।
We have received certain complaints from political parties about the role. These complaints were received before the final publication of the rolls. Even during the final publication, most of these complaints about duplication of images, duplication of entries, they have been addressed. Most of them in final published roll. Whatever is left also, we had a special campaign only yesterday in Delhi when instructions were given to BLOs to conduct field verifications wherever that is required. Apart from entertaining even applications for new enrollment, we have time till the last date of filing nomination for rectifying mistakes, if any. Every endeavor will be made by the Commission to ensure that the rolls are free from errors for conduct of free and fair polls.